when it comes to out of body experiences, always expect the unexpected and don't be afraid of it. It'll be a lot of things that happen that you just would not see coming. For instance, it was one time I came out my body and I went to this place. It was like it looked old, like it looked like back in the day. And I don't know if that's the reason why I started doing what I was doing, but I'm like walking down the neighborhood and it's like these guys that ended up being there. And I was thinking like maybe these are other projectors or like other people who have an out of body experiences. And I'm like, we started singing. Like the old school, like the Temptations and stuff. Ba-doop, boop-dap, bim-ba-doop, boop-dap. We going off. We thinking we going hard. I'm and we walking down the neighborhood like an old. It seemed real nostalgic, like we going down this walkway, and next you know, I heard in the distance sound like a woman's voice. She said, "Shut the fuck up." I was like, what the hell? This supposed to be out of body. Don't nobody supposed to talk like this. Why is she talking to me this way? I felt so embarrassed. I had like, hold up. Right as she said that, I was like, what the? Okay. Damn. Well, I thought we was sounding good. I thought we was on our way. You know, that's crazy. That's why I say always expect the unexpected. You never know what you're going to experience. These experiences, like, sometimes, like, I don't even like talking about certain experiences because they be so out there from, like, because I used to be a little jealous of people that when I used to see their out-of-body experiences and they be like, I went up into the clouds, I seen this, and I was seeing a being of light, and it came to me and it started talking to me. It brought me to a place that was nice. I'm like, why the hell y'all get to see this? This was way back now. I've seen some stuff like that, like now. Like, you know, but back then when I was having out of bodies, I'm up here seeing like goddamn crackheads and shit. Like, why am I seeing this? Like, is this a part of me? I had never done crack. No, like one time I came out my body. I come out my body and I'm about to run out the house because I'm trying to get away from my body. I see this little dude, little dark skin, like, I want to say the term, little person, and he got hair, and it's like messy, and I'm about to run out the door, and I see him. I'm like, you know, like I'm running. You know how you turn to like I do. I'm running, about to try to get out the door. I see him. I said, yeah. I looked at him, and he looks kind of scary, like a demon or something. But when I looked at him, I spoke before I said anything. When I looked, I said, ew. I said, ugh. I said, boy, what the hell? He looked at me. He was like, it's like he tried to do something scary. And I said, boy, if you don't back your little, boy, you the blackest leprechaun I ever seen in my life. And we started sitting there having a ragging contest. Like, we sitting there jonesing on each other the whole time. I can't remember all the jokes, but I know we sat there and joked on each other for a cool minute. But some of the stuff I said to him was not very nice. And I apologize to that dark-skinned leprechaun. I told him, I said, I said, I ain't never seen a black leprechaun before. This is crazy. And we sitting there just chopping it up, talking. And it ended up being a decent experience. But I've experienced some things that just was unexpected. Now, this is something that's unexpected that now that you know about this, you should expect it. Before you go to sleep, use the bathroom. I'm talking about number 1 and number 2. Because sometimes when you are out your body, what is going on with your physical body could be making you have a certain experience when you are outside of your body. Now, luckily, my experience in this department didn't end up in tragedy because I went to sleep. Now, I ate good. I'm just say this. I'm if you have a weak stomach, I don't know. But I went to sleep. I ate really good that day. And I guess when I went to sleep, I wasn't expecting to leave my body. I left my body. And I kicked it in this out of body for a cool minute. I was going places. I was at a store. I was just looking at people and like, oh, this is amazing. Oh my God. And went back to a house. No, I switched into his house. And I'm like, ooh, my stomach. And I don't know why I didn't think to just wake up, but that's like in the out of body. I'm like, I ain't never felt like, huh. And I went to the bathroom. It's like I don't know if if I went to like like sometimes you might be in an out of body and you could lose, like if you in it too long, you could get so used to being in it that you forget that you even in the out of body. You start like it's like a regular like life. So I'm like in that. I go to the bathroom. I'm talking about. I'm letting out Idaho potatoes. Like I'm in the bathroom. You know the ones that just like I'm letting them out, and it feel real. And in the mid, like it's like I caught myself. My consciousness like said, "Hold up, brother, you are in and out of body." And I said, "Oh," I said, "Wake up, wake up, wake up." As soon as I woke up, I'm like, "Ah." Went to the bathroom, had to do what I had to do. You'll have these experiences. I don't know. People say you shouldn't eat and drink and all that stuff because you don't want it to be weighing you down and stuff. I don't think that's the case. I think somebody came out their body and they went to the bathroom and they shit on themselves. Pissed on themselves or something. That's what I think. Because I could have been like, that could have been very tragic. And I talked about that in another experience where I accidentally came out and almost used the bath and tried to pee, but I couldn't pee. But this time, I was actually manifesting these Idaho potatoes that was just going in a bloop, bloop. And I was, it felt real. You have to, and sometimes you got to understand, like, you will see things in out-of-body experiences that might make you a little depressed when you wake up. So you just got to basically, just understand. You might pop up in a house and you think it's the room you in right now, and it ain't the room you in right now. You be like, this is very nice. Then you walk outside the room, you're like, oh my God, this is amazing. This house is beautiful. It's big. You go outside, you see a pool in the backyard. Oh my God, is this the future? You go in the front yard, you got cars all in the driveway. You're like, oh my God, I'm probably seeing the future. Then you wake up and you're still in poverty. Yep. It just messes with you. It's like, dang, I hope that was the future, because right now, it ain't looking too good right now. And I don't see where that income is coming from to get that. That was different. Then sometimes you'll come out your body and you'll pop up in a house that's so raggedy. You'll be like, I hope this better not be the damn future, because shit, I done came a long way. I ain't trying to go backwards. Now, that's backwards. I went to a house one time, the floors was squeaking and everything. It's like it felt physical. I'm looking, the bathroom didn't have a toilet, it was a bucket. I'm like, what the hell? I walked outside, I'm looking at the house. This house looked like it was abandoned. I'm like, I'm in a trap house. I hope this better not be the future. If this is the future, I'm gonna need y'all to just let me go ahead and exit this life now, because I don't want to deal with this. I done already dealt with some trauma growing up in the hood. I don't want to do this again. But you just have to expect the unexpected. You might be seeing a past life. You might be seeing another life. It's another version of yourself that is struggling way more than you. And just be happy you're not that guy. I have an out-of-body experience, and I got like 7 kids. Like, oh no. Oh my God. Kids are a blessing. But no. I don't want that right now. No. Just expect the unexpected. You might come out your body and you'll be like, one time I came out my body. I made the bed lift like this, and I slid out my body. When I slid out the body, it's like my vision didn't come like right off the bat. So I'm like trying to feel around, and I'm like, vision come, like make my vision come, and it's slowly coming. Next you know, something started licking my face. Now, back then, I had so much fear in me that as soon as something started licking my face, I started panicking. I'm like, oh my God, what is this? What is this? It's just licking my face. And oh my God, I would wake up and I'm like panicking. Like, I'm scared. It's licking my face. I look up, it's a damn puppy. I'm like, it's a puppy. What the hell? And I lived in this apartment at this time. And when I came to and I seen the puppy, when I looked around the house, it was junky as hell. I'm like, maybe this is my mind right now, because I'll be full of clutter. See, this that ADHD. That's why it's hard for me sometimes when I be making videos, because I'll be talking about something, then I have to switch the topic, and I don't try to switch the topic. It's just that the topic just switches on its own. My mind be everywhere. But I look in the kitchen, there's dishes all in the sink. It's like, I'm like, ew. Well, what kind of stuff is this? Everybody having these amazing experiences, and I'm over here having this bullshit. Like, just go with the flow. Nah, don't go with the flow. Have some targets, because Darius Wright and them be having targets, and they be saying some amazing things. And I wasn't having no targets. I was just coming out my body and going with the flow. One time I came out my body. This was in Dallas. I came out my body, and I floated, and I went through the wall. I could see the inside of the wall, and I'm like, oh, this is amazing. I'm floating. And at this time, I thought that every time I came out my body and I was just floating, I thought I was a ghost. I was floating, and I'm like, oh my God, this is amazing. And I'm going and going and going and up. And I heard somebody say, man, who flying? I'm like, what the, like, you don't expect to hear nothing like that. Like, man, who flying? Sound like they was jealous or something. Like, they was like, man, this motherfucker over here flying again. Boy, get down on the ground and walk. And something about me that you probably shouldn't do when it comes to out of bodies is I was a car thief in the out of body experiences. Once I realized that I can hop in a car and just turn the ignition or push a button and the car will come on, and I could drive, I can hit the gas, I can switch the gears, I can turn corners. Now the car might start flying, but it feels so real. The radio station will come on. You hear some music that you never heard before. Once I realized I could do that, every time I came out my body, I was running outside. I'd see a car and I'd be like, I'd look around, open that door, hop up in that sucker, be driving. Sometimes you'll be driving like you're in regular life. Like, it's like, this is real. Like, I'm telling you, if you have an out of body, do that. I'm sorry for making it. I just needed to make this video because I just needed to make it. But I hope that helps you to realize that don't expect to see just this mystical world every time you come out your body. Sometimes you're going to come out your body and it might be a crackhead in your house or something that look like a crackhead. Just be prepared.